Porygon Community Day Classic is a great chance to get the shiny Porygon family and some big XP in Pokemon Go. And in this video, I will be going through all of the event details, event tips, Porygon meta relevance, 100% IVs, and more. The event will be taking place on January 20th between 2 PM and 5 PM local time. Porygon will be appearing more frequently in the wild and it will have boosted Community Day shiny rates. The bonuses for the event will be 3 times catch XP, 3-hour lures and incense excluding daily incense, and you'll get up to 5 snapshot photobomb encounters with Porygon. You can evolve a Porygon 2 between 2 PM and 7 PM to get a Porygon-Z that knows the normal type charge attack, Tri-Attack. In trainer battles, this attack will have 65 power and it has a chance of lowering the opposing Pokemon's attack and defense. In gyms and raids, it will have 75 power. There will be a timed research rewarding 3 upgrades and 3 Sinnoh Stones, and it will be available between 2 PM and 7 PM. So an upgrade is the item that you will need to evolve Porygon into Porygon 2, and then you'll need a Sinnoh Stone to evolve Porygon 2 into Porygon-Z. Community Day themed field research will be available and they will reward additional Porygon encounters, Stardust, Great Balls, and more. There will also be event themed Pokestop showcases available throughout the event, so it's good to keep an eye out for those. And there will also be some event bundles for purchase on the web store and in the in-game shop. On the web store there will be a $10 bundle giving you 120 Ultra Balls, 15 Silver Pin-Ups, 6 Incubators and 1 Incense. In the in-game shop there'll be 2 bundles. For 1350 Pokecoins you'll get 50 Ultra Balls, 5 Super Incubators, 1 Elite Charge TM and 5 Lucky Eggs. For 480 Pokecoins you can get 30 Ultra Balls, 1 Incense, 3 Super Incubators and 1 Lure Module. As well as these bundles, there will also be a $1 special research available. So these are all the details for the event. Let's have a look at some tips to help you make the most of it. So this event is a great opportunity to get some big XP with the 3 times catch XP. This can be further increased to 6 times catch XP if you use Lucky Eggs, which I definitely would recommend doing during this event. This means that if you are hitting excellent throws when you're catching, you will get a bonus of 6,000 XP per catch. And when this is paired with quick catching, you'll definitely rack up some XP very quickly. With lure modules lasting for 3 hours, people will be using them more often during Community Day because you get more value out of them. That means that if you are playing in an area where there are a lot of lured up Pokestops, you will have a lot more Pokemon to catch than you normally would. This will further increase the amount of XP you can get, so finding a place with a lot of Pokestops is a good idea if you want to rack up XP fast. It's also worth using Incense because they will be lasting for 3 hours and they'll help you to reduce the amount of breaks you have in catching, especially if you're moving around and the spawns aren't as consistent. When it comes to Stardust, there are no specific bonuses for the event, but you can use star pieces to increase your Stardust gains. But if you don't have many star pieces, I would save them for events where there are Stardust bonuses to get the most out of them, so you could save them for another Community Day where there is 3 times catch Stardust. Additionally, if you are looking to grind Stardust, the Raging Battles and Go Battle Week events will be running alongside this Community Day, and you can get 4 times Stardust from Go Battle League win rewards, so it might be worth doing some of these battles before and after Porygon Community Day. If you do want to know more about the Raging Battles event and some tips to help you with it, I do have a video out on the channel, so I'll link it in the description. I would also recommend doing any Pokestop showcases that you do see, because even if you don't rank highly, you will get some XP and Stardust as rewards regardless. And if you do happen to rank highly, you could get some premium items as well. If you are trying to place highly to get those premium items, then I would keep an eye on the time that the showcase finishes, because some people like to change their Pokemon out for a higher ranking Pokemon right at the last minute to try and snipe the victory. So as with the Stardust, there are also no specific candy bonuses for the event, but you can always use Pinap Berries to increase your candy gains, and you can also Mega Evolve a Pokemon of the same type as the Pokemon that you're catching. This will increase the amount of Candy, Candy XL and XP you get per catch. As Porygon is a normal type, you want to Mega Evolve Kangaskhan, Pidgeot or Lopunny to get these bonuses. Remember, you will get more Candy, Candy XL and XP if you Mega Evolve a Pokemon that is at the max Mega level. It's definitely worth trading during this event because during this season you do get an extra Candy and a guaranteed XL Candy per trade. This means it's beneficial to trade instead of transferring your Pokemon if you can. And as you need 35 Platinum Medals to level up to level 49 in Pokemon Go, trading can help you get your Platinum Gentleman Medal and even your Platinum Pilot Medal if there is some decent distance between the Pokemon that you trade. Additionally, if you do trade Pokemon that are caught far away from each other, then you will get more Candy and a higher chance for Candy XL. So like I mentioned earlier, on Community Day people tend to use lure modules more often because they will last for 3 hours. This means that in places with a high Pokestop density there will be a lot more Pokemon spawning, and with Porygon being a normal type, this event will be a great time to get your Platinum School Kit limited medal if you need it. Getting platinum catch medals like these is really beneficial because it increases the catch rate of the Pokemon of that specific type. 3-hour lures are a great way for you to get your Picnic a platinum medal. It's always a good idea to put down some lure modules in highly populated areas on community day where there are a lot of people out playing the game. The 5 snapshot photobomb encounters with Porygon during the event will help you with getting your cameraman platinum medal. As the field research in community days is always really easy to do, it's just catch 3 of the featured Pokemon, it can be very helpful with you getting your platinum Pokemon Ranger medal. So if you play community day in an area where there are a lot of spawns and not a lot of Pokestops, and you find yourself running out of Pokeballs and other items you need for the day, it would be a good idea for you to be opening up the max amount of gifts from your friends each day leading up to the event. So if you do play in an area where there aren't a lot of Pokestops, then it is even more crucial to use your Pokecoins on upgrading your item storage. So when you do go to areas where there are more Pokestops, you can stock up on a larger amount of items. So with that said, what are the best PvP IVs for Porygon and how good is it in Pokemon Go? So for PvP in the capped CP leagues like the Great League and the Ultra League, you more often than not want a general IV spread of low attack, high defense and high HP. This is because out of the 3 stats, attack, defense and HP, attack increases the CP or the combat power of the Pokemon the most. So if you have a higher attack IV, the CP of the Pokemon will be higher, and if you have a lower attack IV, the CP of the Pokemon will be lower. With a lower CP, you will be able to power up your Pokemon more before reaching the Battle League CP cap. This means that the defense and the HP of the Pokemon will be increased higher and they will be able to stay alive longer and land more attacks. This is the general case for Pokemon that have a max CP that is above the CP cap of the league. However, if for example you have a Pokemon that maxes out at 2470 CP and you want to use it in the Ultra League with a CP cap of 2500, you would want the 15-15-15 IVs so it could have a CP as high and as close to the CP cap of the league as it possibly can. Additionally, in Master League there is no CP cap, so the 100% IVs or the 15-15-15 IVs are the target. So in the Great League, Porygon 2 and Porygon-Z are ranked very low, but in the Ultra League, Porygon 2 is up at rank 208, which is a lot higher than Porygon-Z. So if you are looking to use Porygon in the Ultra League, then Porygon 2 would be the target with perfect PvP IVs of 1-15-15. However, in the Master League, Porygon-Z is much better than Porygon 2, ranking at 224 with the Hundo IVs of 15-15-15. So it could actually be pretty fun using Porygon-Z as a spice pick in the Master League with its pretty varied set of charge moves, including Tri-Attack, Zap Cannon, Blizzard and Solar Beam. But generally it isn't a priority for the meta, and there are many better Pokemon that would be worth spending your resources on instead. And when it comes to raid attacking, being a normal type and therefore having no super effective stab, it doesn't really perform well, and I wouldn't recommend investing in it for that. So if you do decide that you want to use Porygon-Z in the Master League, or you generally like to collect Hundos, then you might be wondering what are the 100% IV CP values that you can look out for on the day. So for a Porygon from research, the 100% IV CP value you want to look out for is 737. From the wild, there are many CP values that could indicate 100% IVs, but due to the fact that the max level a Pokemon can be in the wild without a weather boost is 30, this means that 100% IV max level non-weather boosted Porygon will have the CP value of 1474. And if weather boosted, the wild encounters can have a max level of 35, so 100% IV max level weather boosted Porygon will have 1597 CP. Porygon is weather boosted in partly cloudy weather. If you want to know the 100% IVs for Porygon at other levels in the wild, then they can be found on this CP chart. In the left hand column is the level of the Pokemon, and in the right hand column is the corresponding 100% IV CP values at those levels. So alongside Porygon Community Day Classic, there is the Raging Battles event going on, and there are other events like the Taken Treasures event going on later in the month. If you want to know more about these events, then check out these videos next.